people to TTA Pro. Mr. O back with another episode. النهاردة هنحل special test بتاعتنا the mastery tests. Remember في صعوبة أو مستوى ال EST for these tests are very difficult. أنا زي ما انتوا عارفين هحل معاكم. Let's begin. For question number 1, the writer is considering removing the underlined sentence. Remember, when we remove an underlined sentence, that means the information يا إما بيبقى off topic يا إما information بيبقى off focus. يا ده. So I'm going to ممكن أقرأ الجملة ديت على فكرة. A graduate of Cornell in the class of 05 after placing away his diploma accepted a position with a large So a graduate accepted a position with a large manufacturing concern. Okay, so that topic will focus. He was 23. He went in the shop to get practical side of certain theories. Was on the nature, the concern manufactured things, steam turbines, and this young man. Okay, so بيقولي كذا حاجة, right? First of all, a graduate in Cornell ده يرجع تاني he بيشرح لي he وهو عامل ايه. And then هنا برضو بيقولي accepted with a position in a large manufacturing concern. Well, later on في التكست it tells me what this concern is. The concern manufactured steam turbines. So is it on topic? Check. Is it on focus? Check. So هنا نقول we're going to keep it. It provides an appropriate introduction. طبعا عشان the topic sentence. It illustrates an example of engineering. أنا مش هبدأ paragraph with an example. So answer B is incorrect. And then C and D, it's redundant. Redundant معناها بزودش information بقول نفس الكلام. And it digresses from the paragraph's focus. Digress بيقولي ده معنى off topic. But it's not off topic عشان زي ما انتوا شفتوا the topic and focus. Number 1 هنقول إجابة A. Question number 2. Okay, so هنا بيقول لي he went to the practical side of certain theories. Now remember احنا بنتكلم عن واحد شغال في الصناعة, for example, صح? Imposed upon his deviant nature. Deviant is very negative و deviant معناها متطرف. And so we're not gonna say هو deviant, right? عشان بنتكلم عن تعليم ونتكلم عن nature. So I wouldn't say deviant. And passive nature ده ليه علاقة بالضعف. بيعملش action or doesn't take action. Rebellious, ضد السيستم, ضد النظام. No, I would go with the answer C, receptive nature. And this is good because he went to the practical side of certain theories upon on his curious nature. And so receptive is a good one here. هو دخل الجزء العملي because of his curious nature. Question number 3. Gonna be down here. Now notice question 3 بيبدأ من هنا بس على أقل هبدأ من بداية الجملة. Overalls. Okay, so this is a tricky one. هنا عندنا modifying phrase, ing phrase, donning overalls. بعد كده برضو عندنا modifying phrase برضو, and with ordinary rule in his hip pocket. بعد كده عندنا double dash phrase. كده محتاجين الداش ده, بس السؤال ما بيركزش على الداش ده, صح؟ So I'm going برضو to ignore this phrase اللي جاية في النص, right? So donning overalls. Who is donning overalls? Who has an ordinary rule in his hip pocket? His work? It's a misplaced modifier. He ممكن. His work لا, misplaced modifier. He. So دلوقتي هنا فاضل لي إجابة B وفاضل لي إجابة D. ال EST دايما they test you on two things. So هنا بنسأل نفسنا هل محتاجين dash هنا في الآخر ولا محتاجين comma هنا في الآخر. So let's read. His work, he went to work at whatever was assigned him as a task by his superiors. And then الphrase ده, shop foreman, assistant superintendent, occasionally an engineer from office. So we have a list here. So answer B is my answer. ليه بقى؟ عشان صلحنا مشكلة المodifier, check. وبرضو بقدم الليست بالداش عشان ممكن يجي لي dash list or ممكن يجي لي colon list. ما ينفعش يجي لي comma list على طول. That's incorrect. If I'm going to begin a list بالcomma, محتاج phrase شبه, such as, or including, or something like that. So answer B is the best answer. Let's continue. Question number 4. Okay, so question number four is not too hard. عشان question number four بيدينا semicolon list زائد parallel structure. بيدينا semicolon list زائد parallel structure. So he helped to assemble the turbine parts, semicolon. Carried word of petty alterations to the proper official, semicolon. Assisted in the work of making tests, semicolon. Made detailed reports on the machine's performance, semicolon. Screwed up the backed up nuts, semicolon. So we need a semicolon here, and we need a semicolon here. Which answer بيديني كده? Not B, not C, answer D. So number four, we're going to say answer D. Let's continue to question number five. Which of the following provides the most appropriate transition from the previous information? Okay, so I guess I will focus here. So this young man did many things. So that topic sentence, I think. Okay. He got very well acquainted with the steam turbine as manufactured by his company. An understanding of the details of this particular turbine therefore came easy. So in question number five, عايزين حاجة ليها علاقة هنا ب هندسة turbine, working with turbines. He had authored books on such a turbine. Maybe. He worked shop hours. It's all about working though. It's not about authoring. Authoring the mental work. But hina he carried, he assisted, he made, he screwed up. Bardo hina he worked. So all of his physical work. I don't like answer A. He knew the fundamentals of machine construction. Okay. Maybe Bardo. His ability to analyze formulas was impeccable. This is off topic. We're not really discussing formulas. He had studied different turbines during his time at university. Okay, this is interesting. فاضل إجابة B, فاضل إجابة D. Now, the problem with إجابة D, although it looks correct, it's that he studied different turbines during his time at university, بس الفocus هنا على a specific turbine. صح? A specific turbine. He became well acquainted with the steam turbine. مش بس أي turbine. So this is a bit too general, too broad. A bit tricky here. So Fadili A or B, and then he authored books on such a turbine. I mean, again, it's talking about the young man خلص جامعة اشتغل في مصنع فما كانش عنده وقت author, and there's no indication he wrote books. I would go with answer B. He knew the fundamentals of machine construction, the basics of machine construction. It's a good transition here. I should end in understanding of the details. So understanding the fundamentals of machine construction and understanding the details made it easy for him. So answer B is a good one. Answer D, again, it's all about knowledge برضو. إيه هو العلم اللي عنده for the turbines. So I wouldn't go with D, although D looks good. خدوا بالكم بالkeywords مش عايزينهم، ده مش الأساس الإجابة الصح. Let's continue. It's a verb question and عارف ازاي because of all the answers are verbs. He liked the work and went to like a dog to a bone. He was applying the practical learning college of a theoretical nature. And okay, so he was applying parallel structure and finding. أنا مش لازم أقول was تاني. Right, so parallel structure ده مش parallel ده مش parallel. So مش لازم أقول was تاني، ممكن أقولها مرة واحدة. نقول إجابة 6A. Number 7. Long one, number 7. Okay, so it's clear question number 7 because لنا على essential versus non-essential information. عشان this is a signal word who. Usually في الامتحان لو عندنا who, it's gonna ask you يا إما على essential or non-essential. Another trigger مفيش commas بس هنا في commas. So كده automatically إجابة C و D are eliminated. Because who comma واحدة عامة تبقى غلط or comma واحدة who بس الفريز اللي بعديها wanted. This is a verb. So إجابة C عندنا subject comma verb وإجابة D subject comma verb. فاضلي A or B. Now A is telling me the information essential, B بيقول لي information is non-essential. So لازم أرجع للشخص نفسه. The president of the company. هل هنا الشخص محدد? Do they identify the person for me? It does. It does. عشان كده ممكن نقول إجابة B. الinformation non-essential عشان خلاص عارفين بنتكلم عن مين. Number 7B. Number 8. He wanted to make certain bold changes in the design. Okay, strong, distinct, strong, courageous, or bold. Okay, so let's find out. عايز يقول لنا إيه هنا الأول. It should say here no change, but okay, it is what it is. He wanted to make certain bold change in the design. The chief engineer sent for the young engineer who's working on him and one for the certain honors with his own. So I guess he wants to make changes that are revolutionary, right? Because what word can describe changes اساسا صح؟ Strong changes not really, or courageous changes not really. عشان بنتكلم عن design, changes in design. So when we talk about changes for design, يا إما it's distinct or bold, and I would say bold. عشان برضو distinct changes in design, no, bold changes indicate something new or something fresh. I like answer D, ده الكلمة الوحيدة original answer اللي ممكن يوصف bold changes in design كnuance. All of them very close in meaning. Number 9, which of the following provides a specific reason to the example in the sentence? Okay, so let's find out a specific reason to the example in the sentence. I guess هبدأ من هنا. Because, okay, so we want a specific reason for the example. So هنا calculations beyond the powers of the president. So the president is no good at calculations because he was not experienced in the field of turbine engineering. Is that a reason to say that he's not good at calculations, or he has problems with calculations? So let's go to question number 9. So هنا بيسألني which provides a specific reason to the example in the sentence. Okay. So calculations beyond the powers of the president because why does he have ليه عنده صعوبة في calculations, right? ليه عنده صعوبة في calculations. He was not experienced in the field of turbine engineering. I don't think that would tell me ليه هو مش كويس في calculations. He was not well versed in mathematics طبعا. إجابة B صح. That's a reason why واحد عنده صعوبة في calculations. His strengths were in language. ده مش بيقول لي صعوبة برضو. He was not a scientist. ده ملهاش علاقة calculations. ممكن a scientist يعمل calculations, but it's pretty vague or pretty general. This is a very specific reason. For number 9 هنقول إجابة B. Number 10. Okay, so look at number 10 now. Who is he? Who is he? He was eventually set out. Now, one thing on the EST, الnoun دايما أحسن من الpronoun. So كده كده هقول إجابة A ودي غلط. It's the president or the young man. بنتكلم عن مين? Who is out on the road erecting man? Who is growing? Who is building? The young man. إجابة C وده الfocus of the passage. And finally, number 11, which of the following provides the most appropriate conclusion to the paragraph and passage? Okay. Okay, cool. So كل ده بيكلمني عن كل حاجة اللي عملها بقى the young man. راح وفين وعمل 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 ايه. Turbine engineering is one of the most demanding fields. This is off topic. It's not about turbine engineering. ده مش الموضوع في التكست. It's about the young man. He was still making progress. I like answer B عشان كل الديتيلز دولت they show us his growth. كل الديتيلز دولت they show us his growth. Education is important for everyone. This is برضو too general or too vague. The president of the company raised his ranks. Again, that's not a good ending للparagraph and passage. عشان خدوا بالكم ساب الشركة بعد كده رجع بعد ما جمع خبرة. So here we're going to say answer D. Here we're going to say answer Not D, أنا آسف. Answer B. He was still making progress. Let's go to passage number 2, beginning from number 12. Okay, so here we're doing a comparison. A new study from UCLA shows highly creative people's brains appear to work differently from others, comma, from other people. No, other people, I like the others. This is cool, accommodate via check. Okay, probably this comma preposition is wrong. So I'm not going to say answer A, but the comparison صح. Answer B, المشكلة في answer B, it's comparing people's brains to other people. So comparison هنا غلط. And then answer C عملنا ايه؟ Well شلنا الكوما. So from others as apostrophe. When you have comparison ممكن نستخدم الphrase that of or ممكن نستخدم الphrase those of or ممكن نستخدم apostrophe S as apostrophe. These all work. My answer is C. Then those of others المشكلة then المفروض يبقى بالA. Then هنا بالإي معناها ثم بعد. So here we're going to say answer C, number 13. Okay, so it's telling us that it's making distant connections more quickly by averting the hubs. Well, no, عايزك تخيلوا ده النيرف وده الهب. So it's well nerve, the electricity is going through. It's not averting. عشان averting معناها في حاجة بيجيلك. بس هنا بيقول لي الكونكشن بيعدي الهب. الهب ما بيجيلوش وهو بيavert. So it's kind of twisted, or averting means في حاجة بيجيلك and you avoid it because of that. Slipping by is informal. And it's not really slipping by عشان برضو slipping by معناها to sneak. Sidestepping برضو is a bit informal. برضو sidestepping زي avert في حاجة بيجيلك and you avoid it. هنا عايزين نقول إجابة دي بنروح على حاجة وبنعديها. So we're bypassing these connections. We're bypassing. So here we're going to say answer D, number 14. Okay, so here for question number 14, we have a list. Comma, item number 1, comma, item number 2, comma, and item number 3. Item number 1, comma, item 2, comma, and item number 3. We're going to say answer B. Answer A ناقصة الكومma ديت مش شرط يبقى comma ديت موجودة by the way. بس لو موجودة الموجودة أحسن. So A is wrong. Answer C, again, and we're missing a comma here. برضه الكومma ديت بيعمل fragment. And then answer D, psychiatry, comma, behavioral sciences, the adjective with the noun. فما ينفعش نحط comma بينهم. So we're going to go with answer B here. Number 15, which cause supports the main idea of the passage? Okay, so لحد دلوقتي احنا فهمنا ايه في الباسج. Scientists كشفوا creative brains بيفكروا بطريقة مختلفة and they bypass these hubs or something like that. Okay, they bypass these hubs. Okay, so let's see here. So we want a quote that supports the main idea. برضو نقرا شوية هنا. Okay. The pathways utilized by the average man are more superior than those of the creative minds. ده طبعا مش main idea عشان main idea بيقول لي creative minds مختلفين عن average man. So اللي هم بيعملوها غير normal people. Our results showed that highly creative people had unique brain connectivity that tended to stay off the beaten path. إجابة B. عشان again paragraph number 1 بيقول البرينز بتاعتهم ما بيعديش على نفس الهubs زي non-creative people. And so what does it do? It has a unique path that tend to stay off the beaten path, the used path, right? So again, creative people, احنا قلنا مثلا path ذاته it bypasses hubs, and non-creative people بيستخدموا نفس path. So that off the beaten path, right? It uses a new pathway. A connection between the average mind and creative thoughts. ما تدورش على connection, تدور على ايه الفرق ما بينهم. Again, creativity, memory, these are off topic. So here we're going to say answer B. Let's go to question number 16. Okay, so number 16 is a verb question. And so for decades, ده keyword بتاعتنا. When you see for, when you see since, when you see during, تيجي تشوفوا أي حاجة من الحاجات دي use ال present perfect. So عندنا signal word بتاعتنا. So here we're going to say answer A. The rest B و C are in the past. دولت ما ينفعوش. And إجابة D again عندنا perfect tense بالسبب for decades. So مش هستخدم ال normal tense. So here we're going to say answer A. Number 17. So all of this, I guess I'm skipping, right? All this I am skipping. So phenomenal creativity was associated with more random connectivity. So we don't describe creativity with phenomenal, advanced, or abnormal. No, it's actually exceptional. عشان لو عندكم talent معينة لو عندكم talent معينة that talent is described as being exceptional talent. So we're going to say answer D. That's the correct word. Number 18. Number 18. The authors think of deleting the underlined sentence. Should the author make this deletion? Remember, we delete for off-topic sentences, right? So هقرا هنا. Okay, طبعا number 18. I really like number 18. I would definitely choose number 18. Should we delete this? لا طبعا عشان number 18 بيوضح لي الexample. So بيوضح الكلام with a metaphor, I think. With a metaphor. So بيفهمني ايه هو big C creative brain, how it thinks بطريقة تانية. So here, using airline route maps for comparison, the researchers said the big C creative brain activity is akin to skipping flights to connecting hubs to get to a small city. So it's telling us the main idea, big C دول بيفكروا ازاي وفي نفس الوقت بيديني analogy مش metaphor بيديني analogy عشان يفهمني how it goes. So will we delete the underlined sentence? Will we delete the underlined sentence? And we're going to say no. It sets up the following quote. It offers a detailed description of connected hubs. I would say it sets up the following quote. عشان نيجي نشوف الquote اللي بعديها. In terms of brain connectivity, the highly creatives take a private planes directly to distant destination. So here we're going to say answer C. We're going to say answer C. Number 19. Okay, so when you have a quotation, so builder said, comma. عشان واحد بيتكلم في كلام وبيقول لك فلان said بيقول فلان said ممكن استخدم colon بس or ممكن استخدم ال comma and the comma is best, right? The comma is best. Colon is actually not the best. So we're going to say here a comma. So we're going to say answer B. So and then an independent idea, comma, quotation. We'll go with answer B, number 20. Okay, number 20 مش هفكر كتير قوي. The researchers made efforts to ensure the age, sex, and race were comparable to those of the big C. Okay, الnoun أحسن من pronoun. Who is making sure? مين بيعمل الstudy؟ مين بيعمل البحث؟ Right? It's the researchers. Answer A. Not the artists or the subjects. مين بيقول مين كان المفروض يتأكد البحث مظبوط وكل حاجة. It is the researchers. We're going to go with answer A here. Number 21. Okay, so this is a transitional question. Give me a second. Okay, wow. Okay, this is a tricky one. It's not a transition. It's answer D. It's in addition to. عشان بيقول لي authors include. So هنا زائد الاتنين دولت they include. So furthermore, additionally, المفروض يجيب information من قبل بعدين يقول لي زيادة في بعد بس ما بنعملش كده. We're saying along with these people the authors include برضو فلان. So we're going to say answer D. So the meaning هنا مهم. And then finally number 22. لو قرأته كويس you'll see there's a semicolon list, right? You find your semicolon here, you can find a semicolon here, semicolon here. So I seen semicolon and a list. This comma is wrong. And Dara Gahranimani, whatever. So A is incorrect, B incorrect, C incorrect. Fadali Igebe D. This is the end of the semicolon list. All right, beautiful people. This was the end of passage 2. Let's go to passage number 3. Okay, let's begin number 23. Thought about what she might do and decided. I mean, this is redundant. عشان تيجي تقول decided ده كده خلاص ده كده it indicates أنا فكرت. So answer A, redundant, mulled over future plans and decided. B, redundant, made a choice, deciding. C, redundant, إجابة D, avoid redundant information. Avoid redundant information. Number 24. Okay, don't be confused here for number 24. Why? In 2016, this is a dependent clause, comma. Dyson began her visit service at the FF Market in Savannah, comma, Georgia, city, state. So بيجي comma بينهم وبرضه بيجي comma بعديها وبرضه comma بعديها عشان كلمة where. Where, comma, ده برضه صح. ليه؟ عشان where محتاج subject and verb connection. So محتاجين الكومة تانية اهو subject and verb. So here we have a dependent clause, comma, an independent clause. We'll go with independent clause and then a city, comma, state, comma, where بعد كده عايزين connection مع subject to verb, comma بعد كده ال subject verb موجودين. So I don't think answer A is a problem. We'll go with answer A. بيقلي جبت semicolon where بيبقى غلط, where colon غلط. That's a fragment, semicolon where غلط. So here we're going to go with answer A, number 25. And her fellow عشان الناس اللي معاها and her fellow Vista members. Answer D, ده ما كانش محتاج مجهود كتير. 26. Okay, so هنا بيقول لي it's rewarding in other ways. It's rewarding in other ways. So we want to see that الناس دول بيشتغلوا and they feel rewarded مش بس بالفلوس بحاجات تانية. So it makes the work reassuring. لا مطمن. لا, it's not reassuring or thankful عشان the work can't be thankful. It's satisfactory. So satisfactory معناها contentment. أنا مبسوط من جوه عشان مثلا بدي صدقة عشان I don't know بساعد الفقير بساعد الأيتام. This is satisfaction. Gratification قريب من satisfaction, قريبين جدا من بعض بس في فرق بسيط. Gratification is instant pleasure. So gratification ليه علاقة بأكل والشرب وحاجات ديت, not with charity. So here we're going to say answer C. Number 27. Okay, so هنا بيقول لنا positive things. Interesting. I wouldn't say to that end or what's more. Actually, to that end indicates cause and effect, and what's more معناه بدين a second example. I don't think it's a second example. I think it's a shift for ideas. يا however, we're going to positive negative or nevertheless negative positives بس ما عندناش الstructure ده. I wouldn't say however. عشان however indicates a limit برضو. I would go with nevertheless. Actually, we are talking about negative ideas here عشان the salary is low. Nevertheless, the responsibilities are a higher level. It's a hard one, so I'll go with nevertheless here. Although information برضو هنا, it is positive information. It is positive, but nevertheless indicates some sort of surprise, some sort of unexpected outcome. And it kind of is unexpected عشان الفلوس قليلة. Nevertheless, the responsibilities are at a higher level. So I'll go answer D, number 28. Independent idea, comma, splice, wrong. Exhibit B, same problem, wrong. Exhibit D, rather comes next, مش قبل. So go with answer C. Answer D, ده كده نقول rather ده بيكونتراست مع الايديا ده اللي قبليها. excuse me. No, this idea مع الايديا ده. And that's not correct. We're contrasting الidea قبل السيميكولون مع idea بعد السيميكولون. So go with answer C here. Number 28. Dyson enthusiastically explains that her role at the farmer's market involves enhancing. So that محتاج connection مع الverb. So we have that colon verb. Don't split that من الverb. It's a fragment. A is wrong. إجابة B برضو it is incorrect عشان the market involves the verb colon object. Fragment برضو comma that برضو fragment زي إجابة A. إجابة D شلنا كل الpunctuation هنا. We'll go with answer D. Number 29. Number 30, I'm sorry. Okay, so which introduces the paragraph here? Which introduces the paragraph? Okay, we'll go with answer A. Preparing for their future career. الجملة بعديها على طول بيقول لنا success in helping them build various career specific skills. وبيقول ايه هم الskills اللي أخدوها. We'll go with answer A. Again, we're not meeting deadlines. We're not meeting deadlines. We're not determining what they want to do for a living, right? It's building career specific skills. We'll go with answer A here. Number 31, which most effectively uses information from the graph to support the main idea of the paragraph. Okay, I hate these questions. You know me. So what's the main idea of the paragraph الأول? Okay, we're looking for it helped them build career specific skills. Okay, it helped them build career specific skills. So let's see our answers. Results from the survey: percent indicating that Vista helped build skills in the area of managing and self work. Okay, so we're gonna focus on this one. 66% a great deal, 30% somewhat. Okay, so let's check out our answer choices. Let me just double check what the text says. Managing and self work. Okay. Managing and self work. Okay, so I see 66%. 30% rated as having improved their management and self work. No, it's not 30%. Improving the management and self work somewhat, while mere 4. Okay, actually, this is true. But هنا بيقول لي the data is persuasive, so we want a positive connotation. This is actually a negative connotation. عشان بيقول 30% only has improved. But هنا بيقول لا, most people say, right? A lot of people say. So I wouldn't say answer A. Answer B, many Vista alumni surveyed, about half agreed with. Okay. المشكلة بتاعتي جاي من ناحية about half. I might have a problem there. Only about 1/4 disagreed. But again, the data are persuasive. Only 1/4 disagreed. No, I want positive confirmation, not a negative confirmation. Virtually all Vista alumni surveyed either agreed with or neutral. Again, neutral is a negative thing, right? We want agreement. So answer B is the only good answer, about half agreed, although it says 66%, but you need flexibility with language, which uses information from the graph to support the main idea of the paragraph. ايه هو main idea of the paragraph? Hey, Vista بيساعدنا نbuild the skills بتاعتنا. So we want to look at the claim that Vista was worthwhile experience in furthering their goals. 76%. صح عشان here experience in furthering their goals. 48, 28 is about 76. Strongly agree. So let's check out the original answer. Most surveyed, about 3/4, 3/4 معناها 75%. So قريب من 76. Agreed or strongly agreed. على طول إجابتي إجابة A. مش هبص على أي حاجة تانية because the rest are not supported. And finally, number 33. Over the program's 50-year history, over, keyword, signal word, have helped. احنا تاني مرة نشوف ده في الامتحان ده for or since or over أي حاجة يقولك في مدار السنين. So here we're going to say answer B. So this was passage 3 review. Let's go to passage number 4. Okay, so ultimately succeeded in evicting the gardeners. Succeeded for غلط. Succeeded in يعني بسحب نفسي. No, right? So we're going to say answer A. نجحوا في حاجة. So we're going to say answer A. Number 35. Okay, so the evicting the gardeners after the residents. No, عايزين plural عشان هما they're referred to as many people. صح؟ هما الgardeners. So A is wrong. So I'm only going to be left with answer B, by the way. هتقولي ليه محتاجين apostrophe؟ مش ده verb، ده مش verb. ده adjective وبعد كده ده noun. Forced بيوصف ال departure. So هنا عندنا noun adjective noun وقلنا ما عندنا structure ده لازم واحد فيهم ياخد apostrophe s او s apostrophe حسب. So answer B. These two are wrong عشان noun adjective noun non is usually wrong. Number 36. Returned back معناها disuse. Excuse me. Returned معناها back. I don't need to say returned back. So returned معناها back. A, redundancy. Returned and regressed, redundant. Answer C is the best answer. Disuse على طول. We deleted the original information to its previous state of being disused. Previous state معناها returned. So دي برضو redundancy. Number 37. Which combines the sentences at the underlined portion. So I guess this is the underlined portion. عندكم طبعا هصلحها. طبعا عندكم هتصلح, but this is the underlined portion. A plague on many cities are vacant lots. These vacant lots احنا هتشيل طبعا these vacant lots هيتشيل, right? Often languishing. ونعمل ده like ing phrase as dumping grounds, okay? While vacant lots plague many cities, they are often languishing. So I like for 37 answer A. لحد دلوقتي I'm going to put that to the side. Plaguing many cities often are vacant lots which languish. It's very awkward here. Plaguing many cities often are vacant lots. منقول نعملها active. Vacant lots plague cities. So no. Vacant lots plague city often languishing. ده الإجابة اللي عايزها. ده أنا كتبتها. So answer C. Better than answer A. Why? Remember, pronouns are no good. So we'll go here with answer C. And again, D, again, it's not good. نعمل combining sentences apostrophe or uh, comma fanboys. It's usually best نعملها ing phrase, ed phrase, dependent clause. Number 38. Number 38 is pretty clear. I kind of see the answer على طول. Why do I see the answer? I'm just scanning. لقيت not only وشايف هنا and because and they can also and can also but also. Answer D. مش شرط يبقى but also. ممكن يقولي not but. ممكن يقولي not only but. ممكن يقولي not but also. It's a mix of them. But 38, this is the parallel structure. Word pair and هنقول answer D. Number 39, which effectively sets up the discussion that follows in the paragraph. Okay, let's see the discussion that follows in the paragraph. Okay, so it's a prime example of what بقى. So I guess free from certain restrictions imposed on developers, individuals can work together and in tandem with local institutions and government to build these places or build gardens. عشان الexample ده كلها بيشرح لي هم عملوه عشان يبنوا garden. Answer A, rid vacant lots of soil contaminants that would impede the development of community gardens. Well, it's building the garden for the paragraph. They're not just getting rid of the contamination. Answer C, create thriving community gardens relatively quickly. My answer is B. Sah, that's what the details are all about. Decide what types of food and flowers should be grown. Again, no. Ensure the garden can be self-sustaining. But no. I'll go here with answer B. I'll go here with answer B, number 40. So local business owner نشيل الكومة ده. Krista Blaze worked. Listen ده مهم. Usually النame ما بياخدش commas or double commas. Daily answer choices are fragments. Local business owner, the adjective, comma noun, the fragment. إجابة B, subject, comma verb, fragment. إجابة C, زي ما شايفين subject, comma verb, fragment. So go with answer D. Number 41, which provides the most effective transition from the previous sentence to the information that follows. Okay. So من هنا. So هنا students they built or they collected rain, water. وهنا the city added to it. They built بقى bridge and paved roads around the garden area. So although certain gardeners are motivated primarily by desire of tastier food, no, we're talking about building and what they built. Because it is important to blaze that children learn about where the food comes from. We're talking about building, not learning. Despite the need for fence around the perimeter, no. In addition to aiding Blaze in securing the land, the city built bridges. So in addition to, so بيقول احنا بنزود برضو عملوا غير عملوا كذا 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 برضو عملوا كذا كذا كذا. 41 هنقول answer D. Number 42. So the garden had already begun to flourish by the fall of 2014 when funding for the bridge and other projects, the subject here is funding, were لا, have been plural لا, was. كل الإجابات plural except answer C. Now again, you're going to find how do you know the subject? Well, if phrase بيبدأ من one محتاج subject to verb وده subject. For the bridge and other projects, the preposition فبيتشيل, so funding was. Number 43. The writer is considering revising the underlined portion. Okay, so in some neighborhoods, community gardens are crucial in this respect, yielding nutrient-rich foods that would otherwise be difficult for residents to obtain. Should we add this information طبعا عشان بيدينا reason. Okay, it's on topic, on focus, وبرضه بيدينا reason. It explains why the ability of the community gardens to provide access to fresh produce is so important. Yeah, right? عشان it gives nutrient-rich food. عشان it gives nutrient-rich food. هنا بيقول لي kinds of crops بس مش مكتوب ال kinds of crops هنا. Right? It's too vague. So answer A is the best answer. And finally, number 44, هيقول لي a conclusion to the passage. So what is a conclusion to the passage? في ناس شافوا vacant lot كانت فاضية كانت vacant lot كانت شكلها وحشة ما كانتش لطيفة. So بدل ما يبيعوا الأرض لديفلوبر الناس اشتروا الأرض وهم ظبطوها. Okay? So but organizations I mean, no, it's not a good thing for a conclusion. A conclusion, the alaka topic of focus, and the topic is people built a garden, right? I'll go with answer D. With alternative slow-moving commercial development that may never bear fruit, the case for community gardening is compelling. So that's the idea. So here we can say answer D. This was mastery test number 1. I hope you did well. You learned anything. Mr. Sim out. Bye.